I'm standing here downtown where citizens of the Turks and Caicos Islands marched in unity to send a strong message to the governor that they want an end to British rule.
The early morning hours met many residents of the TCI ready and anxious to take part in what will be recorded in local history as the Unity March on Commonwealth Day, and not even the light showers stood in their way. The ceremony began with an opening prayer by Bishop C.A. Williams of the Abundant Life Ministries International, followed by a message from Bishop Brian Cox of the Rock of Jesus Ministries. Then it was time to walk the walk and stop the talk. Residents marched from the downtown area to the Supreme Courthouse, where a declaration was signed by leading members of both parties, then placed securely on the courthouse door. Residents then marched back to the downtown area, where speeches were given by all leaders involved.
We march to ensure that our young people continue to get proper education so that they can take up their rightful place in our society. And we march to ensure that our elderly, those old folks who have worked hard for us, we march for them to be sure that we can continue taking proper care of them. We march to ensure that we invest in our youth, invest in sports facility and recreation facility. My people, it's the first time in the history of this country that sports day has been canceled because of the lack of a few dollars. The PDM or the PNP would have never done that. We march against that.
Signs were scattered everywhere by persons who saw the need to express themselves visually in hopes that the governor and his team would somehow get the message. Adorned in white tops and dark bottoms, it was a sea of cohesiveness as political affiliations were put aside, even if only for one day. One sign in particular, comparing His Excellency the Governor to past leaders who chose the autocratic form of ruling for their country, read, "Democracy is the process by which a government is elected by the people. Unity is power." Current leader of the PDM, Douglas Parnell, also made it clear that unless the people of the TCI are in agreement with the changes to be made to the Constitution, it is unacceptable.
Doesn't it make sense to you that if change is to last, then it makes sense that we must make those changes and agree to those changes? Otherwise, it won't matter. So no constitution will be acceptable unless it faces the test of a referendum put to you, the current voters of the TCI. You must decide your future. And we must stand against a future being imposed on us by outsiders.
Amongst those who gave speeches were former PDM leader Derek Taylor, deputy leader of the PDM Clarence Silver, deputy leader of the PNP Royal Robinson, and many others who seek to educate the public on their rights and the reason for this united march held on this day, March 8, 2010. For WIV4 News, I'm Amanda Miller.